Climate change and air pollution are phenomena that have emerged over the past few decades, driven by human activities such as industrialization and the burning of fossil fuels. The earliest significant data for both phenomena can be traced back to the mid-19th century, when the Industrial Revolution began to alter the environment. Air pollution, for instance, significantly increased in major cities like London and Paris during this period. In 1858, London recorded an average of 18 smog days per year, a figure that would rise dramatically in the decades that followed. Climate change, on the other hand, saw its first measurable evidence in the mid-20th century, with the discovery of the hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica in 1985, an effect linked to chlorofluorocarbon emissions from refrigeration and aerosol cans. Since then, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has increased by approximately 50% from pre-industrial levels. Both phenomena have far-reaching consequences. Air pollution, for example, has been linked to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, with estimates suggesting that in 2016, 4.2 million deaths were attributed to outdoor air pollution alone. Climate change, meanwhile, has caused an average global temperature rise of about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial era, with projections indicating that this could rise to 1.5 degrees by 2050 under current emission trends. In response to these issues, numerous countries have adopted stricter regulations on industrial emissions and shifted to renewable energy sources, which have shown promising reductions in air pollution. However, efforts to combat climate change lag behind, with significant portions of the world still relying on fossil fuels. Despite these challenges, the global community has made progress in terms of awareness and action, with the Paris Agreement in 2015 committing nations to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. Looking ahead, projections suggest that by 2050, if current trends continue, the world could face an 11% increase in carbon emissions, underlining the necessity for accelerated and more ambitious climate action to mitigate the worst impacts of both climate change and air pollution. Optimal future scenarios would involve a greater reliance on renewable energy, more stringent emission regulations, and global cooperation to achieve these goals.